The holiday cheer, it can be contagious, but for some of us this time of year can also be a bit depressing. And here to help us get out of that holiday funk and recognize those serious signs of depression is the director of the U of L Depression Center, Dr. Jesse Wright. Thank you for joining us today.
It's good to be here.
And tell me, what can we do to just avoid feeling depressed in general?
Well, there are many things you can do. One, if you're really depressed and you think you need help, you need to see a doctor and be on medication and therapy. But there's some other things that you can do yourself that can really be very helpful.
So kind of the steps to take before you think you need to go to a doctor. So say you're feeling a bit blue, maybe one thing, I know you were mentioning being active.
That's right, particularly in the wintertime. I think there's a tendency to hibernate. I think all of us want to do that. We pull back, stay inside. The weather's cold, sit in front of the TV, eat heavy foods, things like that. And even though there's a natural tendency to do that, it might not be the best thing for you if you have a tendency toward depression.
I see. Okay, so you're saying being active, eating healthy foods. What are some other things we can do to kind of beat these holiday blues?
Well, one thing that happens when people become depressed is their thinking changes a lot. Instead of being optimistic and being relatively positive, they have lots of negative thoughts. They knock themselves down. They don't see the possibilities in things. They tend to look at their flaws more than their strengths. And that can happen particularly at the holidays when there's things like you're away from your relatives, you feel lonely, you feel like things aren't going your way, and then you start to dwell on those negative thoughts. So if there's anything you can do to spot those negative thoughts and pull out that other part of your brain, it's more positive thinking, and that can help you pull out of the depression.
And what do you do, say, when's the point that you seek professional help? When do you say, oh, I'm just kind of gloomy today, but...
Sure, there are lots of people that have the holiday blues where they feel just a little bit of sadness and it's temporary. But if it hangs on for a while, for several weeks, and you find that you can't get out of bed in the morning, your energy's just gone, you don't seem to enjoy anything anymore, and particularly if you're feeling really hopeless and things look really dark and impossible, and even begin to think about the thoughts of hurting yourself, that's a definite sign you need to get some help.
All right, and real quick right now, talk about, we can actually get depressed from lack of sunshine. Isn't that
We sure can. Yeah, there's a condition called seasonal affective disorder, and that condition is particularly present right now and into January and February on these dreary days. You're not getting much natural sunlight, and so you can do something about that. You can get an artificial light. It needs to have something called lux, L-U-X. That's 10,000 lux light source. You can get them on the internet, and you do them for about 30 minutes every morning, and they really work.
I need to get that for Jared Heil. That's what he needs.
Right.
All right. Okay. So say that again. That lamp.
It's a 10,000 lux, L-U-X, source of light. You can get them on the internet.
All right.
And you use them only in the morning for about 30 minutes, and this will help you with seasonal affective disorder or winter depression.
Okay. Well, thank you, Dr. Jesse Wright, director of the U of L Depression Center. Thank you so much for joining us.